Hello, my creative friend, Olga Sabi here. Welcome to new fluid art creation process. And I continue exploration of the minimal color palette. And today's hero of today's show, of today's painting, is color that you don't see on my channel very often. And that is, of course, color green. And, oof, this is perfect. Okay, good start, good start. I am very excited to explore green color in this painting, and I have various different shades and values of green, as well as some cream and a few other accents, and I will talk more about it in a moment. And the color green, you know, it's a beautiful symbol of the renewal, growth, resilience, and I want this painting to really embody all of those beautiful meanings that are associated with color green. So let's see how it's going to turn out. Without further ado, let's get started. Serenity is a secret message today, and I wrote it down the side because this is going to be the orientation of the painting. And serenity is definitely that feeling, that emotion, that state that is, for me, is definitely associated with green color. I know for some people it's blue, for some people it's violet, so it's very individual. But for me, green, first of all, is serenity and nature. And we're gonna do color split. So it's gonna be an interesting color palette. On this side, I'm gonna have darker green, very shaded green, and here we're gonna have much lighter, more toned down green. So I wanna start with my darker side. And by the way, today's canvas is 24 by 48 inches. And the first color that I'm adding here is very, very rich deep green. It's a mix of permanent green with a dash of yellow and black. So I think and I know that this color will dry very dark, nearly black. But in the areas where it mixes with other colors, such as white or some other lighter colors, it will give beautiful, beautiful green undertones, deep green. I want to keep a little bit of that green because I want to have some of it on my lighter side. And for all of my previous paintings in this style, when I did minimal color palette and color split, I would use single color for the color split. But today I want to use two colors on each side. I want to give it a little bit more volume, a little bit more movement. So this next color is a mix of phthalo green with a dash of white and a dash of yellow. Okay, I think this is plenty. I might want to add just a bit more darker green on this side. And I'm gonna blend these two colors. Now let's work on this side. So for this side, I have two colors as well. So they're kind of like very, very soft pastel greens. So the first one here I have is permanent green. So the same one is in here, a dash of yellow and a dash of black and white, so gray color. You know what? I already like these colors together. I'm gonna keep a little bit of that green as well. All right, and the second one is this phthalo green with a dash of yellow, dash of white, actually quite a bit of white, and black. So this one is a little darker. So they close colors, so this one is a little darker and it's a little cooler. Okay, I can pour all of this color out because I will not need it later. All right. So I think before adding more colors, which are gonna be in the center here, I want to blow out the base. Yeah, let's do that. I already love how these colors blend together, but they will dry darker and there will be even more depth and richness, which is, I think it's gonna be perfect. Oh, this is so pretty where these colors blend together. I don't know, camera has always such a hard time with green color, but this is awesome. I know that my side does not look perfect right now, but I think this part I will take care of last. This is already looking really good. Definitely has very floral vibe, but very serene because colors are not fully saturated, right? Because this one is shaded, this one is more toned down and it's like more soft and calming. That's why the serenity is a secret message. Now we're gonna create this flow on a border, sort of. And I decided to experiment today, and I thought that for my green themed painting, I want to use some cream color instead of white, because usually for this type of painting, if you haven't seen some of my previous paintings in this series, for example, this one, or they're having various different ones, I would use white color. But today, I just, when I was planning my color palette, like this one, it really works here, and it's also very soft, very pastel, very serene, and I want to experiment with it, and I think where it will blend with my greens, it will give gorgeous color. And I intentionally added it inside of the darker green because I really want these two colors to blend when I start the blowout. Oops, I got a little something. Yet I still want to use a bit of white. It's just gonna be not a whole lot of it. You know what? I think I want to do a couple like wedges here. So. Give it a bit more volume. Because all of my colors in the base, they're very desaturated, I want to have a bit of a saturated green accent. So this is Permanent Green Light. I also have a dash of phthalo green mixed with white as well. This is also a cream color, but it's a little darker and warmer, so it has a bit more yellow in it. This is already a lot, like I can see that there's quite a bit of paint here, and when I'm going to be doing the blowout, it will spread out. So I don't know if I want to add a whole lot more, probably not. I need some of the darker green. Where I'm gonna be blowing out this part, I want it also to have a dark sort of frame. And And finally, I want to add some golden accents. I think gold always works amazing with like darker, deeper, rich greens. Plus I have cream, so it will be very good in this color palette, but not a whole lot of it. And here. Whew. I don't even know how it's going to turn out. I think I added a bit too much paint. I got just carried away, like adding more and more, because I really enjoy seeing these colors together. I still think it's gonna be nice, but we'll see. I want to make myself some room. Okay, let's get started. Oof, this is perfect. This really small but vibrant pop of permanent green. I love it. I think I want to blow out this section a little more, like fan it out, but I want to continue first and then we'll get back to it. So my first impression, super happy that I added that brighter permanent green, makes perfect accent. In some areas I feel like just too much cream, maybe not enough gold, but I didn't want to have a whole lot of gold, more like accents closer to the edge. Oh, I love this cluster of cells, very pretty. Time to look at it from the distance and analyze the layout and the composition a little more. Right now, I'm looking at it and working on the form or on the shape of some of these elements. For example, here I wanted to expand a little more, and here I just corrected this section here. I do like the overall layout and shape much better now, and I don't know if I want to continue adjusting some of these shapes. But before I do, I decided I want to do my finger swipes, and then I'm gonna look at it again and make my final decisions. And for my finger swipe, I'm gonna do two colors. I'm gonna do gold, and then I'm gonna do dark green. This is the first time I did finger swipe, not with like same color or same two colors everywhere. I have golden lines somewhere, but dark green lines in other sections. And I do like the effect it creates, this ununiform, a bit more natural, you know, like in nature, nothing is symmetrical, nothing is even. So it definitely works super well with the vibe and with the theme of this painting. Super duper happy Okay, this section, it still just somehow jumps at me. I don't like too much of this phthalo green I added here. Okay, I keep doing it. I should just stop. Let's do the quick run around the sides and I will see you in the next part of this painting. Once the painting is dry, the next step for me is to touch it up. So I'm working over the entire area of the painting and just making sure that all the lines and all the shapes and forms are to my taste and to perfection. So I'm extending some of the lines and rounding some of the shapes and adding some sharpness. And there were a couple sections when I was doing the blowout that really bothered me, that did not work out perfectly or with a finger swipe. So once the painting is dry, I just work on all of these sections. And I'm using several fine brushes and the same exact colors that I use for the fluid painting itself. So those are my fluid acrylics. I'm also touching up the sides to make sure that the front of the painting is extended towards the sides. I really love it when it sort of wraps around the canvas and that the sides are perfect extension of everything that's happening in the front. And here is the final look and feel of this painting after all the touch-ups, embellishments, and of course, varnish. So I think it definitely has that spring energy, the spring vibe. And for this color palette, one of the things that I tried differently, I used a lot of cream inside of my main flow, because normally I would use white, but this time I used a soft cream and I think it worked perfectly in this color palette. It has that softness, this elegance, yet there's still enough contrast that it adds, inside, especially next to darker color. And one more thing that I also did differently for this painting is for my embellishment part. I added these golden, I call them golden tips, on all the edges of my flow. So if you have seen any of my previous paintings for the last half a year or more, I have been adding embellishment and glow on the outside. So for this one, I added it inside and I think it worked perfectly. I decided to change it up, try something different, and it does help, this main flow, it gives it a bit more separation from the negative space, so it helps to stand out even more, but it looks more subtle compared to the glow that I added outside. And if you would like to learn more about embellishment, I invite you to check out my Embellishment Mastery online course. So I would love to hear from you. What do you think about this painting? What do you think about the color palette, the separation? And I did a dual varnish on this artwork to create even more separation. So embellishment helped to separate the main flow from the negative space from the background. But I think having glossy varnish on the main part and matte on the negative space, it helps to increase the separation even further. So yes, please do let me know, what do you think about my outcome today in all these additions? I would love to hear from you and I will chat with you in the comments below this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take care, create with passion, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!